Hey, all listeners, and this episode slash part 20 of the very special challenge. So we're gonna continue on. The recording, of course, ended while we were at the end, but I used exited the place. That's the only thing that I did, and well, I equipped us all. Equipped Tifa with her weapons, so yeah, Barrett will unequip his steel. I will actually allow her to use materia now because of this. Because of course she got her weapon here as of that. I'm actually going to put them back in the back row. So Tifa has the motor drive, of course, obviously, so I have steel there. The question is, what are the other things we're gonna have? Yeah, we can give her ice and lightning here, actually. Will not be too bad. Maybe give her sense as well. Do I give her cover? No. It's just too low. HP for cover. However, getting up beyond cover would be great, yes. Yeah, give her long range action as well. And then let's give her a shock mog. Here we go. Yuffie is not allowed yet to have another term like more material equipped yet. Because as I've said, something that I'm doing also is we're going and giving them weapons that are like Shinra related. You might say that, oh, because of that, right, I should have been allowed to get the weapons inside the Midgar, for example. It would be true, of course, obviously, once we start earning gil here, I'm gonna save it to another fight because I wanna have like the whole thing of showing off that, oh, only had one gil of getting the mansion. It's a bit weird though that why couldn't you get a key, either item to the mansion or something like a key or something like that. But yeah. Right, Tifa does have some assault rights. Yeah. Tifa does have some assault. Let's see if I could actually be getting kills. So that, I think we actually need to skip this because I don't think it had anything to steal, right? Okay, so it has nothing to steal. The thing is, of course, is that the steal we need to do, and yeah, we have 4 steal here, of course, obviously. We have a bunch of defense, of course, because, we fought, our birth several times. And stuff that, then you might be like, oh, but you're breaking the solar part of the challenge. Yeah, but the solar part was only like when it makes sense, because in my opinion, if I decide to not do solo for certain bosses for whatever reason, it's either that the boss is just like too easy, it wouldn't really be that much difference if Claude did it on its own, because eventually he just gets his limit break. Let's greet him back. It's fun with being on the road, yeehaw. And yes, we could theoretically get a bunch of diamond pins here and stuff like that. It's happening way more often now, which is a bit annoying here. But yeah, we could of course sell the leather glove. It's something we could do. There's also some upcoming things we can sell, like double machine gun. Now later on, you will be allowed to steal the double machine gun and stuff like that. So let's kill off the bird. I'm gonna try to steal from that though. curious. I want to see what these have. Actually, let's sense this in case we can kill it off. You know, instead that, like I would love to kill it off. Yeah, normally I would want to wait here and actually use my summon instead. Okay, whatever it is that they have, they're being pretty steamy about it here. I wonder what big this thing is here. Actually let me sense it in case it's like. So let's go. Today it's gonna run out of MP though. See me kill here. Yo! Breezers? What? Okay, that explains why that's a hard seed. Wow, but that's actually insane. This early in the game, really? If Turbo Eaters this early, of course, using this over Ether is not worth it. Instead, of course, Turbo Ether doesn't sell for an insane amount, which is. Because, I mean, if you get Turbo Ether now, okay, like a regular Ether heal, what for, like, it is 100. I keep thinking about that it's going to be 150 because that's what they do in another game, right? And they do 100. We got one diamond pin as well. Yeah, we got one diamond pin. Diamond pin is worth a bit because diamond pin again is hard edge style. Now you could theoretically say that that should be equipable. And it's some easy steal. Okay, that is 3 twice. Okay. You can pretty certain it's immune to fire. Pretty certain it is for this. Let me stop checking. Activity at least. No. Ew. Don't keep it. When you're cooking, is a bunch. He's a bunch. If we do more stair, as you can see, it ends up being very high already. Now Now the thing is, I'm not gonna steal all of the 99 round pins yet, but I'm not gonna do that yet because there's a lot of things here we can pick up. Curious what this fish is having, everything. Full soft. Okay, that's very useful. That's very useful indeed. I don't mind getting so soft. That would actually be very useful. Because there was some bit fineness. So soft, nice. And then they should act a single shot more here. Yeah, the soft is nice in case we need it, but it's not guaranteed that we need it, but the soft can of course save us at some later points. Or later actually. Because we get to pick up W machine gun here. Now later on I will allow the W machine gun because the W machine gun can be stolen from the death machines on disc 2, so let's save here now. That's where 4 slots in already as of that. So we need 30,000 of course before we can enter the place. Yeah, this is a good fight here. This is my kills for her. And then I think we steal from the guy in the back eventually. Big. Nice. I think this is high potions. Maybe. Okay, soft. Yeah, that's interesting. Bounce. Okay, that's the bounce afterwards. Bolt blue, yes. Very nice. This bolt blue is of course bolt 2. And it's actually a pretty decent combat item. Press X to jump with thing. Then go left and right here, and here you get the stop in the back. We get the stop in the back, but we also get a weapon for Ares, which you can sell here. We get the YSO staff, not wizard staff. Stop in it. There's the strong pendant back. And we have one of the accessories back that we sold. We get W machine. The W machine gun is of course, several slots. I won't count the corral tracks as having anything to do with Shin, although technically it's to transport that one train that has to do with Shin and stuff like that. But I'm not going to count that, It's going to be very specific thing that we count and stuff like that. There's going to be some very specific count that I'm going to count. For example, the enemy launch is going to be the first next weapon really to Barrett. I feel like, and stuff like that. And I'm also gonna I'm pretty certain I'm gonna allow Barrett to use a certain upcoming thing. So the mask again. So research staff is what it is. Yeah, it's a staff. So one of her double weapons. Yeah. And we just need to jump from the next one. Jump. Use steal. Attack. When defend. Defend and we're up to finish it. Because I want her to get kills. It's not turbo ether, yes. Jump. Sadly, why couldn't they put more items there? So here we get this one. But it's like why? I definitely think like the reason why they put transform there is to make a certain thing happen. But yeah. I just do the call here and then you sleep. So. He sits very close to the edge over there. The funny thing is red 13 would have been accurate, they could have used it over there. I'm going to use to queue up the steel here because they should reduce to go towards the big bird. Can we stop the big bird as well? Yeah, that was no south, nice. Very good. Good indeed. I mean, so the money we're gaining isn't actually that bad, all things considered, Let's do fucking bird first. Too long. Fortunate to be fair to the world, European first block. Better do kick. Man. Now you're giving us trouble with the soft. The fact that it's in some sort of special version or whatever is a bit silly. So we have 7 softs now, 10 Phoenix Downs. Do it, leave it. Smell on him. Oh, den finns och så. Din namndans. Don't really like it. They don't like the smell of the macaron. I guess they don't like shoulder either. Haha, just... Yeah, that might be a set 4 now. Yes, do it. Fucking do it, Cloud. I don't think you ever see them run down there though and stuff that like at the other place do, you know. There you can get some sources if I'm this is a very good thing here. But it's still used. This is a lot of kills though if we do. Death blow. Meow meow meow. Death blow. Move. Okay. 11:20, fun, nice. And what is it? I think it's power source and something else. Still here, presumably. Sliding through all this great damage. So this thing is, I think this is with 8 though. 6 of the game. If it's basically using a fist with a motor in it, right? Because it's motor drive. Although I was told it had to do with the motor, something like that. So. And we get a 10. Okay, that's nice. We get the mine source and we get the power source. I thought there was a special dialogue you got from talking about the bulldozer or whatever, right? You know. Most. Social cloud and houses cloud. Now the thing is though that it's something that you can do much later in the game, right? The main problem is that you are required to have W items. Then yes, you can use duplicate a bunch of resources and stuff there because you basically buy one of certain items and then you put them at the very top of your list or whatever, and then the item you use first, and then you basically do a certain steal or for whatever it is. They have right arms. Eight-inch cannon, I think it is. It might be right arms though. Makes sense. No, level 8-inch. Wow, totals. So there we go, right on, and we actually kill it in a single eyes. It's a bit bad though. Still just exploding methods. One right arm. Getting jumps off in here can steal their material. That was a pretty quick right arm. Yeah. No, it's... Can't fire you, does nothing work. Why it keeps going with teeth somehow? And I will put it there, yeah. I don't think that right arm was worth anything really. I mean, I'm not 100% certain though. I'm gonna keep my attention to its HP actually. It has 600. Okay. Come on, man. There it is. There it is. I keep doing it. It's a kill though. So it seems like you have to overkill by a certain amount. Hans, no. It's my fault that Tom got this. Buy something. Anything we do. We could theoretically, yeah, we can sell 8 soft, 5 diamond pins, Phoenix Downs, right arm only sets for 1, not really only sets for 1. With us, yes, we sell for 1. Lady gloves set for 60. Okay, that's definitely something. Extra sets for nothing. Stopping and theoretically sets for 2000. Sets for 1. WC gloves sets for 1000. This is still sets for 900. 10 sets for 250. Stopping sets for 2000. We could again get back this once we have more easy money. Yes, we do that. We'll be able to get stop and dance back later on, basically, and stuff like that. So now we have 13,000 out from in one store. We have transformed here, for example. We have made this case here, it's nice. And that's normally where we buy force dealer. You should be such a strong man. Huge. 50 gil, very cheap indeed. You know what, I'm very curious. No. Calm down. All aboard the coal train. Please. Good. Okay, I know doing the encounters out here is pretty dangerous. believe we still only had 2 there. Yeah, we cannot enter the desert with the chocobo, by the way, even if we get a chocobo over here. Yeah, I think these or something is still something really useful from, but it's very dangerous to leave them alive. At least until we get a big enough level I can over that. There's all the icon that might be one hit there. Meteor in there. 420 though, and then 45. So here's the thing, right? One thing that I'm thinking about, okay, like what should be the unlock for Temple of Ancients? One thing I thought about, it requires the blood Ares to have all her limit breaks and stuff that, which of course that would mean that she would need to grant kills. Granting kill points is not annoying, but filling up her limit break and using the limit break without using a booster system is a bit annoying. Of course, there are enemies that hit hard enough. It would be fairly easy to do. Another thing I thought about, what if you just do all the basic ones? Shokamog, Shiva, Ifrit. You know, like use all the basic ones and stuff that. The main problem though is that, for example, like if we take a look at say for example with Shokamog, we need 11,621 for the second level there of Shokamog. Ifrit of course requires, like, what is that it's 2,000 already, so it's 3, so it's 4, so it's 5,000 on Ifrit. Shiva is 4,000 and stuff that, right? So then you might think that that probably the second level I think is about similar, or it's just going to be that much of an increase and stuff that. If this like Shokamog of course only required 2,000, so it's like 15,000 then for the second level and stuff that. And it just feels like unless there are enemies that basically the thing that makes the grow the thing inside you not so good is because what it gives you 200 or something like that, the best battle in terms of the AP that it gives by default without even doubling it. This could use these to kill us if we're not careful here. Right here. Okay, they have nothing to steal at least. We're dead now. I think you have to realize the statistic for them to actually cast. How do you kill them? Not that he doesn't have revive equipped. No, you don't have a revive equipped. No, you know have revive. Yeah. Let's actually give you for the youths their revive here. Just because, otherwise we have no way of reviving here. So that costs 34 MP though. It's scary, of course, obviously. But the fact that there is such a big difference and stuff that is a big deal. And stuff that I'm also working towards these here instead. You can see, of course, that we cannot go over this. So that's I always thought that all of those things were supposed to be messages or something. They kind of look like they are. It's just a scary fight though. So the damage that they deal. I think they all die in one. But that's the main problem is how they target stuff. That they will usually just target the same character over and over. And that didn't even die. Yeah, they go so little bit bar. Okay, TS bomb, that's the gravity-based thing. I was told you were gonna get to finish them off. I know what to be doing you. Now the thing is, like if you use killing in one hit, then it's fighting no problem. Only moves like that, so 45 becomes 90, of course, with the double. That becomes 90 AP and stuff like that for that fight. The thing though is of course that there is technically one place where you could grind. There is a way to actually get close enough to Medieval to actually have well. No, you don't see those often, Spencers. Things are bad, it makes me sad. Final Fantasy is an RPG. It is so bad. That's a good way to get certain special enemies. I'm pretty certain that we aren't even on Chocobo tracks, so what the heck is happening? We're not even on Chocobo tracks. What is happening? We're not even on Chocobo tracks. We're not even on Chocobo tracks. What the heck is happening? What is this deal? How high level is our enemies? Very high or I'm very stupid. I'm gonna scan their HP. I'm gonna scan their HP. Oh. 17 to 50. On down to the Chocobo Rams. The Chocobo Rams. On down out to the Chocobo Rams. It's hard. It still seems very hard. You don't very rarely get to hear this part of the song. What the heck is this deal? What the heck is this deal? Yo, Sahara nuts! Actually, the Sahara nut is a pretty high tier nut because you can use that to get the black Chocobo actually. Final Fantasy Final Fantasy is an RPG, all other games are bad, and it makes me sad. Final Fantasy is an RPG, it's bad, it makes me sad. Yeah, we're not on Chocobo tracks at all. Chocobo tracks are over there, so I don't know. First hitbox, I guess. Yeah. Most horror nuts when you want to beat Chocobos. Chocobos? Those are Chocobos. Maybe it's on the darker green path there. Curious what's at the beach though. It's gonna tell you about the beach. So it's a beach. It's a beach. Yeah. See that? Then we choke monster. Eventually, though, Death Blow will do more damage, of course, eventually. The one died. That means Tifa punch face. Face punch. Fortune's blazing wrath. I mean, the money here isn't that bad, really. That's a big beat, man. Yeah, we're getting some up on the ride there. I'm curious what's here on the beach, though. Because I'm pretty certain that the things with big guard aren't here, the poodlers. What do we call them? They look like that enemy very much, but later on. No eggs. We steal from the eggs. I want them to open up without killing them. But then I do this. I hit with that because I think that the last attack will be too harsh. That wasn't enough, what? You stupid mother peep. I wanted them to get the smaller version out. Oh, I guess it costed a soul from over here. It won't. Near enemy. I thought this was hitting her, but no. Are you gonna yoke again? Are you gonna be stronger long? Oh, they get stopped from that. Hey, I heard you like death blows, so death blows in your death blows. Will it load? 300. You get 520 each time. That's actually pretty decent, not gonna lie. Saving a while. Oh, Sosa area. We can theoretically use kind up for it, though. However, you know, that's something we can do. Oh, look! It's our favorite. The carbonate guys. Oh, I think we need to kill the flying thing though in the back. I think I do. I don't know if this is Oh, Sahara nut. How much do they sell for the Sahara nuts? Do we actually wait for a limit break? Okay, clear tranquil. And then hit. If I hit. Crit. Yes. If I hit. That's 470, that's even better, and that's almost 50. So that's almost 100 from one encounter. We got 5 Sahara nuts. Don't you want to go into the prison, Cloud? I wonder, due to how the short walking work and stuff, that I wonder if it's possible to actually get inside Lucrezia's cave already. That's actually interesting. I'm on the bunny's blog. Hellfire. Previously. That's a high potion. More like goodbye potion. Yeah, you can almost see the area with the thing there. It's basically it's like right between here. So that is this circular area. It's on the other side of that mountain there. And oh, this is a funny combination. Now on the front row. It's blue! Horsey! Look! Wait, am I getting like a back attack on them? No. That was weird that it came from that episode. One more! Oops. What? Do you hear something? Sneak attack. All level up. Yo, level 3 all. And that's not even on the double go thing there. That's pretty crazy. Even it's getting pretty close now and the stuff, you know. Ice and lighting is still pretty far away here. But yeah, if it I'm very curious about though. Buy something, anything will do. Så sa han att steel for, wow, 200 apiece. I mean, that's not a lot, right? 200, like 5 being 1,000, but that is still like decent enough. DS bombs is not worth selling. They're worth 1, they're worth 1. High points is worth 150 though. Gravity ball is like the my. So DS bomb is the my 2 games. DS bomb is better. Actually, that's not bad, really, all things considered, because the Sahara nut. The thing with that steel is that steel is. That's a lot, right? That's a lot you can steal. Stuff that's what makes the Sahara nut steel good. That there is a lot that you can get. But because like if you encounter 3 of them, then that's like 3 Sahara nuts in one go. Stuff that then each one is 200. So 10 Sahara nuts will be 2,000. We're already at 90,000 though. I'm actually gonna go back to the save here. We're gonna run from these from the bombs. By the way, if we encounter bombs, we're just gonna run. Or don't get a single bomb at all. Actually, maybe we are. No? Huh? Okay, well, this is awkward. This is awkward. Bird versus birdie. Could have called this game Bird versus Camel, and no one would have argued with you. Call this game Bird. This Camel. See if I you only kill off one. You stupid little pig. See, why did it not get spread out there? One was dead from the beat rush there, but then it was being kept alive, even though you did the damage threshold there to kill it. That is just the most frustrating thing about it, you know, I'm not gonna lie. It is the most frustrating part. Yeah. Of course, if we steal a bunch of diamond pins, you know, then yeah, things will be easy, you know, and stuff that, because you don't need to steal that many diamond pins. That's what she said. You don't need to steal that many. And yeah, you can petrify small block. Yeah. But is that just insta-petrify, or is that a timer? Is that a petrify timer? Anyway, I start recording